Hello everyone, this is Shobhit Jaiswal from Global Medical Foundation Delhi and welcome to this video on Vinnytsia National Medical University, which is an MCI and WHO recognized university in Ukraine and which is a good option for MBBS in Ukraine for Indian students. For those of you who don't know me and for those of you who have not seen any of my videos before, to the right of your screen is my photo at the campus of Vinnytsia National Medical University. So before we start, I would like to take this opportunity to inform you all that Global Medical Foundation is the official representative of Vinnytsia National Medical University and our name is mentioned on the official website of the university. So as we are the official representative and also because I have visited the university and also because I have sent more than 100 Indian students to study at Vinnytsia National Medical University. So whatever information you will get in this video will be 100% correct and accurate. We are going to cover various topics about Vinnytsia National Medical University in this video, and some of the important topics are introduction to Vinnytsia National Medical University, eligibility criteria, ranking, fee structure, admission process, and also official website and representative. So without wasting any further time, let's start with the introduction to Vinnytsia National Medical University. Vinnytsia National Medical University is a government university and it is located in a city by the name of Vinnytsia, which is in western Ukraine. We will talk more about how to travel from India to Vinnytsia National Medical University in the next slide. For now, let's continue to talk about the university itself. So Vinnytsia National Medical University was established in the year 1921, which makes this university almost 100 years old. It is recognized by Medical Council of India and it is also recognized and approved by World Health Organization or WHO. This means that you can appear for national exit test in India and you can also appear for exams such as USMLE for PG in the US or PLAB for PG in UK. The official name of the university is not Vinnytsia National Medical University. Actually, it is National Pirogov Memorial Medical University, and in fact, you will find the name of the university as National Pirogov Memorial Medical University only in the admission letter, in your invitation letter, and also if you try to search for this university on the MCI's website and on World Directory of Medical Schools, you will find it by the name of National Pirogov Memorial Medical University and not by the name of Vinnytsia National Medical University. The duration of the MBBS course at Vinnytsia National Medical University and at all the other medical universities in Ukraine is the same. It is 5.8 years. And this entire course is going to be taught to you in the English language only. There is no bilingual pattern in Ukraine in any of the universities. However, you will be taught the local language as well from the first year itself so that you are able to interact with the patients during your hospital visits, during your clinical phase, and also this will help you in completion of day-to-day activities while you stay in Ukraine. As far as the number of students are concerned, there are more than 1,500 Indian students at Vinnytsia National Medical University as on 1st January 2020, which makes Vinnytsia National Medical University the third most popular university in Ukraine for Indian students. Now, this data was provided to us by the Ministry of Education of Ukraine itself, so this information is also correct. Obviously, since 1st January, the 6th year batch has passed out and a lot of new students will be coming. So there will be more than 1,500 Indian students by the end of 2020. Also, many batches of Indian students have already passed out from Vinnytsia National Medical University. So if you check the FMG passing percentage of 2012 to 14, you will find the name of Vinnytsia National Medical University in that list, which means that Indian students have been going to Vinnytsia National Medical University for a long time. And also, I have a video on our own YouTube channel of Global Medical Foundation where an Indian alumni of Vinnytsia National Medical University who graduated way back in 1993 had given his review and what he is doing right now. So he went in 1980s. So Indian students have been going to Vinnytsia National Medical University for many years now, and it is not a new destination for Indian students. So another reason why Vinnytsia National Medical University is a good option for Indian students is its high FMG passing ratio. So later on this video, we will also discuss about the FMG passing percentage of the graduates of Vinnytsia National Medical University when they come back to India and sit for the screening test. Now let's answer the question, where is Vinnytsia National Medical University located at and how to travel from India to Vinnytsia National Medical University. Now you can easily spot on the map on the right of your screen where Vinnytsia city is located at. So it is a neighboring city of Kyiv, and when you travel for the first time from India to Vinnytsia, you will be traveling in a group and you will be taking a flight from Delhi, and that would be a direct flight from Delhi to Kyiv. So you will reach Kyiv in around 7 to 8 hours, Once you land at Kiev, there will be pickup facility provided to you. So the entire batch will be provided pickup facility where a bus will come, and then you will be taken from Kiev to Vinnytsia. So that journey might be around 4 to 5 hours because it's going to be from a bus. And after the first time, you can easily travel between Vinnytsia and Kiev, as there are trains of around 2 to 2.5 hours, and traveling between Kiev and Vinnytsia is very easy. So next time when you travel between Vinnytsia and India, you can easily take a train from Vinnytsia, reach Kiev in around 2 to 3 hours, and then you can take a direct flight from Kiev and reach Delhi in around another 7 or 8 hours, which would be a direct flight. So transportation is not at all difficult. You can easily travel between Kiev and Vinnytsia, and between Vinnytsia National Medical University and your hometown in India. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria for studying at Vinnytsia National Medical University for an Indian student. So the first criteria is the marks required in your class 12th board examination. So you must have at least 50% marks in each of the following subjects: in physics, in chemistry, and bio. So if you have less than 50 marks in one of these subjects, then the university might not give you admission, but still we can try for your admission in Vinnytsia National Medical University if you have good marks in two of those subjects. But if you have, let's say, 47 or 48 or 49 marks in one of these subjects, so we can still try. But if it is better that you have 50% marks in all of the subjects for applying at Vinnytsia National Medical University. Regarding the age, you should be 17 years old on 31st December of the year in which you are taking admission, or before 31st December of the year in which you are taking admission. So you should be 17 years old in 2020 if you are taking admission in the 2020 session. If you are going to be 17 years old next year, then you will not be able to take admission in the 2020 session. Regarding NEET, so you must be NEET qualified in the current year or in the previous 2 years. So NEET result is valid for a period of 3 years for studying MBBS abroad, but for MBBS in India, the NEET result of the current year will only be taken into account. Also for 2020 session, Medical Council of India had given a notification stating that if you have not qualified NEET in 2020, you may still take admission in 2020, but it would be compulsory that you qualify NEET in 2021. So in case you're not able to qualify that examination, then it's going to be a lot of trouble for you. So my suggestion is that you qualify NEET next year if you want to take admission, and you go after qualifying NEET. But still, if it's very important for you and you believe that you will be able to manage coming back to India and sitting for NEET and qualifying it, then you can still apply for this year. But this is only for 2020 session. This will not be applicable in the years ahead. The next is recognition of the general medicine program at Vinnytsia National Medical University. So the degree that will be awarded to you at the end of your course would be MD Physician, which is equivalent to MBBS in India. It does not mean that it would be post-graduation. It will still be equivalent to MBBS only. Your studies will be MBBS, even though its name is MD Physician. It's not equal to MD or post-graduation in India. Now the degree is recognized by Medical Council of India. That means that you can appear for National Exit Test. The university is also listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools, and it is WHO recognized. So that means that you can appear for examinations such as USMLE, PLAB, or examinations of various other countries. So the general medicine program or the MD Physician degree is recognized worldwide. Now the next topic is world ranking. Now it's a very important topic because this is something that a lot of students check. I think two things that every student do check before they go to a university is its world ranking and its fees. So when you look at the world ranking of various medical universities abroad, mostly you will see this website 4icu.org, and I have previously spoken about problem relating to world ranking in my previous videos also. So if you check the world ranking from websites online, so let me tell you one thing, that these are not official ranking, and this will in no way help you out in selection of a university. If your criteria of selecting a university is world ranking, then you might end up at a bad university with a high world ranking rather than a good university with low world ranking. So here is how it goes. So let's say if you go online and search for International Medical University ranking, you will definitely get this result on Google, and this is a website by 4icu.org, or it is also known as Unirank. Now there is a problem with this website, and the problem is how does it rank these universities. So its ranking criteria is based on the following, as you can see on the screen. So let's read the second paragraph. It says that we do not claim by any means to rank higher education organizations or their programs by the quality of education or level of academic services provided. The Unirank university ranking is not an academic ranking, and therefore should not be adopted as the main criteria for selecting a higher education organization where to enroll and study. So they specifically say out that their criteria for ranking these universities is not the quality of education or the level of academic. So how are they ranking the universities? So you can read that in the first paragraph and you will understand that they are using several SEO related factors for ranking the universities abroad, and they're basically looking at the popularity of a website. So you don't want to go to a popular university, you want to go to a university where the academics are good. So my suggestion is that don't only check the world ranking, check the FMG passing percentage. So the better way to go about selection of a university is by checking the FMG passing percentage or MCI screen test passing percentage. So this will tell us how many students graduated from a certain university, came back to India, and they sat for the screening test and managed to clear it. So let's say there are 2 universities, and from each of these 2 universities 100 students graduated and sat for the screening test in India. Now there is one university where year after year 40% students are clearing this examination, and then there is one university from which year after year out of these 100 students only 10% students are clearing. So which one do you want to go to? Do you want to go to a university where the passing percent 40%, or do you want to go to a university where the passing percentage is only 10%? So obviously by logic you would want to go to a university where the passing percentage is higher. But if I tell you that the university which has 10% passing is world ranking 100, whereas the university with 40% passing has world ranking 5000, again you can understand my point that world ranking does not define how good a university is for an Indian student. So check 2 things always. One is check the FMG passing percentage, and 2, check the current review of the students who are studying there. Ask your consultancy to get you in touch with the students, or ask your consultancy about what the current review of the students are, and let them help you out for selecting the universities. Now, Vinitsa National Medical University provides hostel facility to all of its students, but there is a certain problem with the hostels in Vinitsa National Medical Universities. It is that the hostels are limited. In 2020 session, a lot of the rooms got renovated. So we are hoping that this year the feedback regarding the hostel would be better. The good thing is that the hostels are with the campus only, and there is a video. You can go to the description and check the link also. So there is a video where I have walked from the campus of the university to the hostel. You can check that video and you will see how close the hostel is to the university. And also there is a link in the description regarding what all facilities are provided within the hostel and how the hostel life is at Vinitsa National Medical University. Now regarding the mess, Indian mess facility is provided at Vinitsa National Medical University to the students. So as you can see from the photos, there are Indian students who are eating at the Indian mess. So I have also been at Vinitsa in 2019, and the food is good. And definitely it is a plus point about the university that Indian students can get authentic Indian food. Also there is a restaurant by the name of Namaste India in Vinitsa, and those who want to eat at the restaurant from time to time, they can go and order stuff and eat the proper Indian cooked food there. Now let's talk about the tuition fees or the overall budget of studying at Vinitsa National Medical University. So in terms of just the tuition fees, it is the most expensive university in Ukraine, and its tuition fees is fixed at $5,000, which is approximately 3,70,000 rupees per year. And in total, the fees would be somewhere around 22 to 23 lakh rupees, depending on the exchange rate between US dollar to Indian currency. But obviously, these 20 to 23 lakh rupees will not be your only expenses. There will be other expenses as well. For example, hostel, Indian food, whether you are eating at the mess or you're cooking food by yourself. Then there would be admission, visa charges, one-time charges, medical insurance, traveling charges. So there are various charges that you would have to pay after going to the university in Ukraine. So the overall budget would be somewhere around 30-35 lakh rupees at least, and that is a budget that you require for studying at Vinitsa National Medical University. Regarding syllabus, I have put the link in the description, so you can go to the description, again check the link, and you can read the year-wise syllabus of Vinitsa National Medical University. Now there is a very big problem regarding the official website. So when you search for Vinitsa National Medical University, you will find various fake websites of the universities, but the only official website is vnmu.edu.ua. So this is the official website. All the other websites that are looking or feeling like Vinitsa National Medical University's website, so all the other websites are fake. This is the screenshot, a very current screenshot of the official website of the university, and you can serve the university in Ukrainian and English and Russian language as well. Now, like I've mentioned before, Global Medical Foundation is the official representative of Vinitsa National Medical University, and our name is mentioned on the official website of the university. So there is a screenshot at the bottom of the screen, which is of the page where our name is mentioned as the official representative, and we have sent more than 100 students to Vinitsa National Medical University. Now on the right of your screen is our authorization letter that we have received from the university this year, and this gets renewed every year. So again, as you can see, we are authorized by the university itself for providing admission to Indian students to Vinitsa National Medical University. And I have personally been at the university for many months. I've stayed there, I've stayed with the students, because in last year also, in 2019, when the new students went, I took a batch of 30-40 students with me to Vinitsa, and we traveled together from Delhi till Vinitsa, and I was there with the students for a month, around 35-40 days, and I helped each and every student settle down in the best way possible. So we have sent more than 100 students, and for any student who is looking for admission in Vinitsa National Medical University, so the one consultancy that you should get in touch with is Global Medical Foundation. If you have already selected to study at this university, definitely then you're looking for the right consultancy where there will be no fraud, where every type of expenses will be told to you, and where you will get the best services. So if you are one of those who are looking for the best consultancy for providing admission at Vinitsa National Medical University, then I'll recommend Global Medical Foundation to you. Now these are photos of the seminars that we have conducted in 2018 and 2019, where the Vice Dean, that is Miss Natalia Horbenko, she came, she was the chief guest. So we had seminar in 2018 also, we had seminar in 2019 also, but this year unfortunately because of coronavirus we cannot have a seminar. But like I said, we are the official representative of the university, and the Vice Dean of the university had personally visited and became the chief guest of our seminars in the previous years. Like I said, we have sent more than 100 students, so these are just some photos. All of these students are at Vinitsa National Medical University only, and all of them went through Global Medical Foundation. Now more photos of students that we have sent to Vinitsa National Medical University. So like I said, that we have sent more than 100 students to Vinitsa National Medical University. Now we are going to talk about the admission process of studying at Vinitsa National Medical University. Now first we're going to talk about the admission process for those students who have already qualified NEET in 2018 or 2019. So for those students, they can apply for the admission letter as on today, and for applying for the admission letter you require the following documents. So you require scanned copy of your 12th mark sheet, 10th mark sheet, at least Aadhaar card right now if you don't have the passport, and obviously your NEET qualified result. So if you have all these documents, you can send the scanned copy to us. We'll get your admission letter issued from the university. And after that, let's say if you don't have the passport right now, once you provide the passport to us, the scanned copy of the passport that is, then we'll apply for your invitation letter also. Now based on when the university is going to call you to come and study in Ukraine, so we're going to ask you for the original documents. We'll provide you a list of documents. You have to prepare all the documents and send the original versions of the documents to our office in Delhi. We'll apply for your visa, and then we'll get your visa done, and then before you go we'll complete all the remaining formalities, and we'll assist and guide you regarding each and everything before your departure to Ukraine. And once all the formalities are complete, we'll help you in booking the tickets, and then you'll leave for Ukraine. And then once you reach Ukraine, we'll provide airport pickup facility to you, and then we'll take you to the university, get your admission process completed there, and then your classes will start. But if the university decides to start the classes online for the first year students, then we have to see how the process goes. Now for those students who have appeared for NEET 2020 and are expecting to qualify it, so for those students, they can apply for the provisional admission letter before the NEET result is declared. And for applying for the provisional admission letter, you require at least your 10th-12th mark sheet and Aadhaar card right now. If you have a passport, then it's a plus point. We'll get your provisional admission letter issued, and once you provide us with your passport also, if you have not provided the passport scan copy to us before, and once you provide the NEET result to us, we'll apply for your invitation letter as well, and we'll get your confirmed admission letter from the university. Then after getting your invitation letter, and when the university calls you to Ukraine, we'll get your visa done. We'll help you in completion of all the remaining formalities before you go. Once you reach Ukraine, then we'll help you with each and everything, with the completion of your admission process and everything. And obviously once your NEET results are declared and you have qualified, you can apply after that also. But we are expecting the classes to start, be it online or offline, in November. So before that, we have to complete all your processes. So make sure that you get in touch with us as soon as possible for starting your admission process or for guidance or any counseling. Now this is the FMG passing percentage of the graduates of Vinitsa National Medical University in FMG 2019. So the passing percentage was good. Out of the 134 students that appeared, 49 managed to qualify the examination. That is a passing percentage of 36.5%, which is a very, very good passing percentage. And this is even higher than the overall passing percentage of all the universities in some countries. So you can understand the quality of education has been good, and students have been able to clear the screening test after studying from Vinitsa National Medical University. Like I've already repeatedly mentioned that we are the official representative of the university, and we have sent more than 100 students to Vinitsa National Medical University. If you want to get in touch with us regarding admission, regarding any information or fees or any more details, you can get in touch with us via call or via WhatsApp. Our number is mentioned on the left of your screen. Our website is also mentioned, and our office is in Karol Bagh in Delhi. So no matter where you are from India, you can apply for admission in any of the universities in Ukraine through us, because the admission process will be online and we'll be helping you in each and every step. And in fact, around 60 to 70% of our students are from outside of Delhi NCR. So all the best to you for your NEET result, and all the best for your future. I hope you got some good information through this video. And if you have any doubts, you can mention your questions in the comment section. And if you want to get in touch with us for admission, you can get in touch with us through calling or through WhatsApp. Thank you so much.